Being aware of yourself and your surroundings will help you increase your overall well-being. Once you gain awareness of something in your life, you're able to make decisions as to how you want to continue your outcome in this area. We're often so caught up in our day-to-day activities and events that we don't take the time to really dive into how we are doing. And we just keep moving forward with no intent or awareness that there could be a better way to increase our well-being. In today's podcast episode, I'm covering a few ways you can start being aware of your well-being in both your business and your personal life. You'll start to dig deeper to see how you handle different areas of your life and open up the possibilities of how you can work towards a life and business that's more in line with what you hope for in the future. Whether you're starting a business or side hustle, you're a self-employed individual, a solopreneur, entrepreneur, mompreneur, freelancer, business owner, bookkeeper, or virtual assistant. Taking the time to build awareness in your personal life and your business will increase your chances of becoming the successful individual and business owner you envision in your future. You're listening to the Mastering Your Small Business Finances podcast, where we get straight to the point on topics that ultimately affect your bottom line. That's right, as an entrepreneur with a small business, money management, growth, marketing, they all affect your bottom line. I'm your host, Chris Ponick. I'm a certified public accountant, and I've been helping small business owners like you navigate and easily understand these complicated topics for over 25 years. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmother, and a small business owner myself, so I know your time is valuable. In my free time, I make the best sugar cookies and have mastered an amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that's not just my opinion. You're in the right place. I promise your time will be well spent here. Each week, you'll gain confidence and clarity while making a successful impact on your business and grow your bottom line. Get comfy, grab a cookie, and let's get straight to the point with this week's episode. Welcome back. By increasing your awareness in your personal life, your career, or your business, you are able to make decisions as to how you want to move forward. You're able to see exactly how you're currently reacting or feeling about different areas in your life, and you're able to make decisions as to how you would like to advance in your future. Just like setting goals, you need to know where you're starting so that you can take steps to reach these goals. The same is true when you want to improve your life. You first need to know where you're starting, which means you need to become aware of how you're currently thinking and feeling so that you know exactly what you need to do in these situations so that you can develop a more positive well-being if you decide you want to make improvements. When you think about your life in general, how do you feel? What answer do you give when someone asks, "How are you doing?" Do you normally reply with good or fine? This seems to be our typical response, even when we know our day isn't going as well as we initially hoped. But today, I want you to really think about the questions I'm going to ask you. These questions are going to help you raise your awareness about how you are living your life. They will give you some deeper insight into your awareness and will allow you to start making decisions as to how you would like to continue moving forward with your future. You'll be able to start focusing on areas you want to improve, and it will let you know where you are and exactly where you want to be in other areas of your life. Be honest with yourself and see where you have room to grow and how you can create a more positive, happy, and joyful life for yourself. If you can, pause after each of the questions and really take some time to think about the question and write down your answers. If you're an accountant or high-stress professional, you want to start enjoying your life more, both at work and at home. You've likely built a successful career, but at what cost? The problem is, you're so buried in deadlines and to-do lists that there's no time or energy left for the things that really matter. You're great at managing clients, deadlines, and numbers, but your own stress, time, and well-being, well, they always seem to come last. The constant pressure leads to burnout, guilt, and feeling like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. I see this all the time. As a CPA with over 20 years of experience and a certified coach, I've helped high-achieving professionals, just like you, go from stress and burnout to a more integrated and balanced lifestyle using the reinvention process. This process helps you reduce stress, reclaim your time, and finally build a healthier, happier, and more balanced lifestyle without sacrificing your success. The truth is, stress doesn't go away on its own, and eventually the cost isn't just exhaustion, it's your health, your relationships, and your love for the work you once enjoyed. If you're ready to build a life that you don't need a vacation from, it's easy to get started. First, schedule your complimentary stress audit and clarity session, where in just one session, I'll help you pinpoint what's really draining your time and energy. Create a personalized action plan to help you simplify your life, reclaim your time, and increase your productivity so that you start living with more energy, focus, and freedom. You don't have to keep doing this alone. I can help you customize a plan to stop the overwhelm and start enjoying your life again. Go to financialadventure.com, click on the Work With Me button, and book your free session today. Let this be the moment that you stop just surviving and start living with more control and finally enjoy a more integrated and balanced lifestyle again. In the meantime, check out all the other resources and solutions on my website that you can immediately apply to your life so that you can stop being stressed out and feeling like you're never doing enough, and instead breathe a sigh of relief at the end of the day knowing you've accomplished enough and can enjoy your life more. The first question I want you to think about is, are you happy when you wake up in the morning? I don't necessarily mean are you satisfied with the time that you're getting up or the amount of sleep that you had. I want you to be truthful to yourself and ask yourself how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Are you happy when you wake up? If not, why? Are you happy with what you have going on for the day? What is causing you to be anything other than happy? Is there something you would like to change that would cause you to be happy? Next, I'd love to know, when was the last time you felt your happiest and most alive? What were you doing that caused you to be this happy? What is the reason you haven't felt this happy since this last time? How about the question, when was the last time you laughed so hard it made your stomach hurt? I love this question. They say laughter is the best medicine. So when was the last time you could honestly say your stomach hurt from laughing so hard? Why do you think you haven't laughed this hard since? Next, I want to ask you, what feels absent in your life right now? Why do you feel like it's missing? When, if ever, did you have it last in your life? What does this absence cause in your life? How often do you find yourself taking deep breaths? Why do you think you're doing this? How do you feel when you're taking these deep breaths? What is the main reason you find for yourself taking these deep breaths? Now, I want you to think about what you are doing in your life that is draining your energy. What are you doing that feels like it's depleting you of your energy? Why are you doing it? How often does it drain your energy? When you think about your typical day, which part of your day seems to be the most stressful? Why do you think it's the most stressful? How do you handle the stress? Next, I want to know what you see that's causing you stress right now in your life? Why is it causing you so much stress? When do you feel the most stressed? And how long has it caused you this stress? Now, let's focus on relaxation. When have you last felt peaceful or relaxed? What did you do to feel this way? Do you feel peaceful and relaxed as often as you would like? If not, why? And lastly, I'd like you to ask yourself if you believe you're living your life with a purpose. If so, what is that purpose? If not, why do you think you aren't living your life with a purpose? What's getting in the way of you living your life in this way? Now that you've answered these questions, what are you aware of? Is there anything in your life that you would like to see improved? How would you begin making these improvements? Make sure that you are strategic in setting goals to make these improvements over the next few days. And you know I'm going to ask, what's at least one thing that you'll take away from this episode that will help your business succeed and grow your bottom line? If you need some accountability, join our private Facebook community and post your action item. We'd love to support you. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this episode of Mastering Your Small Business Finances. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, I'd love for you to give it a 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Visit financialadventure.com for the show notes, links from this episode, and while you're there, leave a comment if you have a topic you're interested in learning more about that affects your bottom line. If you're looking for a community where you can ask questions and get feedback about your small business, join my private Facebook group. You can find the links to this group and more on financialadventure.com. And remember, any financial information shared on this podcast is not to be considered professional, financial, or tax advice and should not be solely relied upon. Please consult your CPA or tax advisor for an opinion on your specific circumstances. I'm looking forward to having you tune in next time. Until then, dream big, follow your heart, and love what you do.